Hey, you nerds, welcome back to the Bridge of Section Nerdy One, the Star Trek arm of the Nerd Network. It's another episode of For All Mankind, and there are more of us. So the meme from Star Trek about being two of them doesn't exist here. But we had Jonathan Koan from Jonathan. That is the name of your channel, right?
Yep, it's just my name, Jonathan Koan.
Awesome. He's a booktuber, a really great guy. What you do over there on the YouTubes?
I cover all things books. I do mostly reviews. I do some author interviews. I do rankings and TBRs and stuff like that in book hauls. And I do all sorts of genres. Primarily, I focus on fantasy, science fiction, and like media tie-in fiction, which would be like Star Wars and Star Trek books and Halo books, stuff like that. And that's my primary focus, but I'm branching into historical fiction and thrillers and mysteries and action books and even romance. So I'm getting into all the book genres there. It really is just that's a book related space. I do the Star Trek Literary Treks podcast over at Trek FM. I'm just like the co-person. It's my friend Casey, he runs that, and then I'm the co-host and producer of Two Sons of Tatooine, which is a podcast for Star Wars. So yeah, that's mostly what I do. But my primary place is YouTube. That's where I do most of my stuff, and that's where I cover all things books. Sadly, there's no For All Mankind novels yet, but I'm hoping
we need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found you through some Legends content, some Star Wars Legends content you did.
Yep.
So. And then we got John back with us again this week. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well now that I'm subscribed to Jonathan's page.
Oh, thanks.
So
that link is below, everyone, if you'd like to go over and get some cool book content from Mr. Koan.
I'm doing well. All things considering, it's been an easy week. We had spring break this week at school, so got to do a little bit of driving around and a little traveling, and am about 3.5 hours into the audiobook of Project Hail Mary, which is fantastic.
The movie is also really good.
That's why my wife and I listened to it on a little road trip, and we really got into it. And first off, the guy that I don't even know his name at the moment, but the guy the guy who narrated it, who is different, he is spectacular. But Andy Rootweir's writing is right up my alley, and so we've really gotten into it. We were trying to decide if we were going to watch all of it or watch the movie first or try to read through the book. There's no way we're going to get through the next 12 hours of the book before we get to see the movie. But yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So
good.
I loved The Martian. We have a mutual friend that we were going to do a 3-hour one way and 3-hour back trip, and he was like, we're listening to an audiobook, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. And then we got 6 hours into The Martian. I was like, this is amazing. I have to go and there was one left me in stitches. He ends one chapter with the guy being like, I think I'm gonna make it, I'm doing all right, and the beginning of the next chapter, it's I'm fucked and I'm gonna die. And I was like, you know what, this is just great. This is just great. I haven't seen the movie yet. But
you haven't?
I think I have.
It's so good, man.
The movie is amazing too.
But
and it reinforces the fact that and it reinforces the fact that we can never send Matt Damon anywhere because he costs this country so much money.
Yeah,
he's getting stuck places. So
so we are here to talk about For All Mankind, episode 2 of season 5, The Hard Six, which is a Battlestar Galactica reference.
Yes, it is.
Unless it's a reference there from something else.
It very well could be, but yeah, sometimes you have to. Adama says at the console in the CIC, sometimes you have to roll the hard 6, and that works out because it's created by it's Ronald D. Moore. So,
and I would assume it's a general like gaming related type term about getting the on a 6-sided die, the highest number.
Yeah. I had the pleasure of meeting him last summer and got an autograph from him, and I didn't read the autograph before I was like, hey, can you also put on here, so say we all or roll the hard 6 or something? He goes, yeah, I already did. I'm like, oh, I should have read that before requesting something more. But okay, guys, so that's us. We're here to do some For All Mankind. You guys ready to do a reaction?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys out there tuning in. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We do a lot of things here. We do gaming on Monday nights. Right now we're doing some Enshrouded and a couple other things. Right now we're doing our Road to Secret Wars, everything from the original Iron Man all the way to Secret Wars, including the Blade trilogy, the Sam Raimi and Mark Webb Spider-Man movies, the X-Men movies, and everything in between, including Howard the Duck. It's 117 properties that we're reviewing. It's a road. And coming this summer is going to be our live action Star Trek RPG called Star Trek Ascension. That I'm not wearing the right shirt. Whoops. Sean down here is our Ferengi First Officer, and I'm playing the Dungeon Master. We've already filmed a few episodes, and it is kind of a riot. So, all that said, let's get into a reaction.
Oh, hang on real quick before you do.
Oh, fuck.
You
said hang on before you do, and I heard all fuck.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know where you heard that from. I wasn't here.
Did he not say wait a minute? Wait.
Yes,
I did say wait a minute. But you then said hang on. And so I'm always hanging on.
I told the audience to hang on to come to you.
Hi. Sorry.
I am leaving this in. I am 100% leaving this in. So what's up, John?
This is pertinent. I just had a message pop up on my screen from Reddit's For All Mankind subreddit that apparently the Artemis 2 astronauts have been acting out scenes from Full House, the Full House intro, to amuse themselves on the flight. And they've patched it together as to make it look like the intro, the opening theme.
Oh, I need to go watch that after this.
So you may need to pull that up, and we may need to comment on that, because it ties in so perfectly with, hey, hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
That is such a... I saw it a little earlier, and I didn't think it was real. I thought somebody had just put it together. I didn't realize NASA had put it together.
Oh, that sounds right up their alley.
Yeah,
but
we might grab that in the after portion where we're talking about.
I also have to say we need to make it our mission to somehow get the NASA astronauts on Artemis 2 to say hi, Bob. That's all we.
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. Oh.
All right, so now we're going to get into reactions. Unless somebody else says...
Just kidding.
You're fired. Bye-bye. Anyways, here we go, guys. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Our faces will be here on the left. The title and timestamp is there on the right. We're starting at 16 seconds for me. Some other timestamp for John. Jonathan might have another one.
Mine's 44 seconds.
Yeah, well, you're special. So if you
for everybody else out there that's trying to use their friend's Windows laptop to play it,
listen, that's a nice laptop, sir. Jonathan, he's using my laptop for the show, and then his Chromebook for the
no, it's my MacBook for
StreamYard.
For this part,
it's a Rube Goldberg device. If you can get to the shot of the Russian governor holding the bell at the beginning of the recap, that's where we're starting.
I've got
the link up to that.
I've got the closed captioning says this year's graduate of Happy Valley Institute of Education.
That's what I say.
All right, that's where you need to be out there in YouTube land. We're going to count down to 3, 2, 1, go. So 3, 2, 1, go. And holy crud.
And this happened last week too. Skipping back and forth around, the recap has no volume to it, and then it will all of a sudden pop in at the beginning.
Oh, that's irritating.
Of this week's. Yeah, it did the same thing to me last week. I don't know why it's doing that.
I will say that it is absolutely within the American culture to call that pulling a Gordo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It went from something awesome and amazing to a joke.
But if you just like kids today really have no concept of
respect
of
the value of the sacrifice.
Yeah, things like 9/11 doesn't mean the same thing to them, and that's exactly what would be happening here. Oh, there we go, and I've got sound.
That's so weird.
This feels very Deep Space Nine with the
Yes.
the shopping center.
I said the same thing
The
last
habitat
week.
ring. Or the promenade.
The promenade, that's what it is.
Which again was Ronald D. Moore. Well, Ronald D. Moore worked on the show. So
Worked on the show, yeah.
That poor woman.
Mm.
Yes, my precognition says. I feel like my money's on Lee didn't do this though.
By the way, while they did the little bumper at the beginning last week that had the main news headlines, if you go onto Apple TV, they have each year an expanded version, which more fully explains the peacekeepers that they didn't really explain here.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Jonathan about them earlier. I haven't watched them either.
It has the 2004, 2005, 2006.
I have to say, Ed wearing that jacket over the plaid button-up shirt and the pants is exactly the outfit that my grandfather, who was in the Navy, wears all the time now. And the
cool.
wrinkles and stuff, I'm like, man, it's like looking at my grandfather.
That's wild.
I want to say that Apple needs to branch out in its styles of intros, because this and Silo and one or two more all have this same like glowy, shiny, light effect kind of things.
No.
Like Ted Lasso's had a fun little song, and I don't know.
I will say, we mentioned Ronald D. Moore earlier, but I think he's written any episodes after season 2. I think he wrote like one episode of season 2, and he's really not.
Yeah. I love this music though.
Yes.
I don't know who did the music.
Music is great.
This is Russo, Jeff Russo, the guy that did Discovery.
And he did the first 2 seasons of
like
Picard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, this sounds like Discovery's theme.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same director as the last episode, by the way.
Okay.
That's...
What is this?
Wow. It's pulling soil or rock samples. But it's automated. Is this on the asteroid, or is it out on Jupiter's moon, or they've talked about a bunch of that.
I think this is on Mars.
Titan, yep.
I think they're doing a good job on her makeup this season.
100%.
Yeah.
I have never seen aged up makeup that worked as well as hers. Ed's.
Yeah.
Even Karen from season 3, is it?
Yeah.
One didn't work as well for me.
Really? Hers looks pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other thing that Karen's actress is in?
Oh, she's been in several things.
I've never seen her before.
Oh, it's gonna bug me until I.
No, it won't, because I'm going to tell you in just a moment.
Oh, this shot's gorgeous. Oh
my gosh,
that looks so good.
I would get so lost. Like, I would need a map.
It's Chantel Van Santen.
Yeah.
Oh, The Boys. She was.
She was the kid's mom. Butcher's ex-wife.
She was also on The Flash.
Oh, what was she on The Flash?
Patty Spivot.
Oh, right.
And it says multiple episodes. So
yeah.
That looks suspiciously like an airlock.
It really does. It's weird.
Ed, don't be stupid. Also, this guy looks like an older Malcolm Reed.
Yeah. I will say, I think his makeup makes him look more like a man in his 70s here than last season made him look like a guy in his 60s.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
He was. I like
next
it.
to the authorities and jack with your ankle monitor. You one-way trip. Hello.
I feel like the odd man out. I've just realized that my monitor is on the opposite side from you guys. Well, Jonathan's just about dead center. You're looking one way and I'm looking the other.
My 2 screens on the same monitor, so.
Oh, gotcha.
Got like a graveliness to his voice now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Joel Kinnaman plays an incredibly well old guy. That sounded rude. He plays an old guy really, or it sounded grammatically incorrect. He plays an old guy really well. I mean, I love the actor. I first saw him on House of Cards as Governor Conway. And that was one of the reasons I started watching the show. That's how I find these random ass shows. I started watching Silo because the main girl is the mom in Dune.
Yeah.
We're not going back.
He does play old crotchety pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, look, they got weed on the Mars. Didn't this kid have like all kinds of health problems already?
You know, we were saying that, but then when I went back and saw the previously on from the prior season, he was down on Earth and went up to Mars.
Yeah.
So
no.
I don't think he really did.
I thought he never could leave Mars because of his health condition.
No, Ed. Ed has the health condition issues.
No, he's got health condition too.
I don't think so.
Last episode, they made a point of saying he can't go to Earth.
No, that was Ed that they were talking about.
No. They talked to him, and they were saying, because he was wearing those goggles where he could see the ocean. And he's got this like Earth sickness, not Earth sickness, but like a homesickness. But I guess he was on Earth at some point last season because that's where.
Yeah, that's because they traveled to
Well,
Mars.
see, now that's gonna bug me. So now I gotta Google.
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up while we.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
me. That works for me.
I do that.
They're not exactly making us like any of the Soviets this season.
I don't think we've liked many of them, and the ones we have, they killed.
Sergey. Yeah.
Sergey, and then the one guy who got like slapped to death with that line last season.
I will say the wife here looks like not Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah.
I agree. I felt the same way when I saw it. I was like, strikingly, like, she doesn't have the mannerisms or talk like her at all, but
no, she doesn't. But
it's if you look at her real quick, you're just like,
that looks like a 3D printed raw.
Probably is.
I wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. He did not age up during the season, though.
Not at all.
Same.
Maybe a little chunkier, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Or not really. I don't know. That guy really didn't age up much at all either.
No.
I had actually forgotten who he was until I saw the little year by year thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, he has chronic cardiopulmonary chronic cardiopulmonary issues, which resulted in a weaker heart and lower lung capacity.
Because he was born and lived at first chunk of his development there, right?
He was born in orbit and lived on Earth briefly in season 5.
Right.
That's right. She brought him to Earth and then asked Dev if she could go to Mars so that she could take him.
Yep. Some consternation. These guys are aggressively Southern.
Yes, and the president, who at least from the first episode looks like he might be a antagonist, also has a very Southern accent.
He is very like Ron DeSantis, Greg Abbott coded.
That's not who I got from it. Let me think. Let me give me a second to think.
I don't know many other Republican governors. This is a problem here, because that's kind of the whole South is.
Yeah.
Until you get, I think, to Arizona, I think, or New Mexico.
I'm not sure that I'm exactly in sync. What's it saying on your screen right now?
We both want the same thing. Miles.
I think I may be just ahead of you by a bit.
He just threatened him, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I'll reveal this information if you...
that he sold out his friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When was that?
It was literally just last season. He had...
Okay. Was quick to announce.
Just before the riot broke out.
Yeah.
The Red Plate's first homicide. I don't recall. I thought there was one last year.
Do you guys have the television news report on the screen?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good. So we're
within a second or two.
She's loading her gun, so we should be synced pretty well now.
Yeah.
I had to bump ahead 10 seconds and then pause for a moment to try to estimate when I was going to be in sync with you. So
yeah.
So she's new this year.
Yep.
And I like her so far. I
do too. She seems very no nonsense, and she also seems very, what's the right word? Not perceptive, but she doesn't take things at face value.
Conscious of things. Yes.
Yes. She also didn't jump to.
Although turning off the monitor was a little.
Would not stop the sound. Well, I guess it came out of the monitor, I guess.
Dev.
I love that he doesn't look hardly changed at all.
Now that I believe, because I believe he would spend money to make himself look good.
Well, yeah, I mean, he looks like he's been on roids for the 10 years.
And look at that, he's got the
base.
The image of the Maru.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, fun fact: if you're watching the other show, Monarch is the other one with the weird intro, the glory lights. If you're watching Monarch, that's the symbol for the Titan that's unleashed this season. It's that double circle with one bigger than the other. I think it's really funny that they have these two flagship shows that are running. Yeah, it's good. It's goofy.
Who was that?
The woman who did that helped them out last season. The one that actually stood trial since Ed can't.
Right. And Samantha Massey, the other one, which on my second watch, I went back and
Now we're going to point at Chekhov's wallpaper. Do you know how long it took me to figure out that Chekhov's gun was not a reference to Pavel Chekhov?
Sad realization.
Yep. I will not abandon my friends unless the situation requires me to do so. Unless they're going to get to
Ed's
Mars.
very principled this season. He's principled every season, but he's very principled this season.
Yeah.
I love this shot. Oh, this is such a
Lord, that's amazing.
And it's like, how do you do this in a oneer? Like,
it looks like the little hole from season 5 of Stranger Things. They were
yes, it does.
Staring at the desert.
You're right, it does. But like, how do you get
he's looking out over the base?
This is like Mars via Tony Stark.
Like, man, he got the nice. I love that you see like the food areas where they grow the food and the greenhouses. That's such cool visuals.
Coming for you too. Oh, that's in Russian. I was like, what's octopod? Like, is it 8 people in this house? All I heard there, I'd like to talk to you about your vehicle's extended warranty.
Her voice reminds me of Steven's. What's her name? From season 2, season 1. Not Gordo, but his wife.
Tracy.
Tracy, yeah, the blonde's voice.
Yes,
yeah. He's not a crater, though. He flew there on a rocket.
No. They're talking about the man who.
The one that died.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
There we go. We've just gotten Easter eggs for. I guarantee
all 4 seasons.
He's going to be in Star City.
Oh, Lev?
This guy, yeah. And that's why they just showed old pictures of him.
Mm-hmm.
He won't be in this season at least, because that season was 50 years ago. He'd have been
right
5.
No, but at some point along the way.
Yeah.
I love it. The whole thing. Yes.
The whole thing.
I do admit I saw the bald cap for just a moment there.
Yeah. Look at the map in the background. That's super cool. I can kind of see it right there.
Mm-hmm.
How is he not a legal resident? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I still don't understand. Is it because he's in asylum from North Korea, isn't he?
I don't know how that part of it works. When he first met them, yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Like, it was before he defected.
It was 20 years ago, or
Well, 10.
30 at this point. Wait, was it?
No. It was longer than that because that was back in season 3.
Yeah.
So it was like 15, 20 years ago.
Wait, why did he just say Molly didn't have anything to do with it?
Well, it was season 3. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Molly was alive then.
Well, he said Molly, and then he said what? And he said, no, Lee.
I don't think he meant that Molly.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Ed said Molly. Yeah, Ed's losing it. Which is the theme of Ed this season. Yeah, that was a big old fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, look at the view.
I'm loving this.
They are sparing no expense on the visuals.
That woman in the back with the hair like that looks like Dr. Al Hashimi on The Pit. How? Huh.
Evidently you do.
Yeah. Okay, fuck this guy. Like all the way off. Yeah.
Oh, this guy.
I mean, yeah, fuck this guy, but he's not wrong.
I mean, he's not. He's just being a douche at it.
Ride a rocket to some planetoid with a hope and a prayer, which is kind of how they've been doing this entire show. Kurgan is too similar a name to Kerbal. And Kerbal Space Program was a frustratingly fun video game.
Sure.
Also, yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I love how much Parmesan he puts on his.
That's his answer is 90% Parmesan. That's what it is.
I do too, and the reason why is because it's the first person I've ever seen in media use as much Parmesan cheese as I do.
As you do. Also, if you remember season 2, episode 1, what are they making title as a family? Spaghetti.
Oh.
Also, $2.22, the price on the front of that. It hasn't been. Kraft Parmesan has not been $2.22 since about 13, 14 years ago. So that would actually
line up. Yeah.
There you go.
Man, look at the detail on the on the pricing. This is like the worst person for her to talk to about this.
Absolutely.
Atta girl.
This is the worst person to get career advice, woman. He is literally stuck here because if he goes home, he goes to prison. Because he threw his career away. How is gravity on Mars compared to Earth? Because Mars is relatively the same size, isn't it?
It's a little less.
Yeah, a little bit smaller, a little bit less.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, fuck you, Ed. Okay, he can die now. Satisfied with his character arc from douche to old douche.
Mars is approximately 38% of Earth's gravity. So you would weigh 62% less.
I want to go to Mars.
But I think they pressurized all the units so that you can, walk around more there. Also, this just makes me empathize with the kid more. I'm like, all right, I'm okay with you being a major character this season.
Yep. What is she in?
I'll look it up.
Uh-oh. She's not using an iPhone.
Oh, are you talking about that idea that Apple won't let people be villains if they're using? That's interesting.
We saw one in the last episode at the very beginning. It was massive comparatively. It was a big, thick iPhone, but
she's not using an iPhone. It looked like an iPhone to me.
It did look like one to me, but maybe I missed it.
Oh, what is she?
She's watching Kurgan.
I like the design of those pods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the little lander, the little bopper things.
Yep.
He's got some gray in there. See now.
You guys need to work this out. He's right.
Okay, I just want to be clear. He just said, you don't want to do a man mission? Cool. You're leading the man mission. God, I love Doasa. I hate him, but I love him. Oh, that was a
also,
meeting.
Why would this is my problem with the blocking of the scene. Why did they bother to walk into the room and sit down if they're going to be done in 2 seconds?
30 seconds,
why not just
exactly
have the scene standing up?
They should have walked in and he should have been like, I hear you two have problems. Cut to something else, come back and have that quick exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
That way it feels like they had a long drawn out meeting. And then, okay, I hate this guy.
By the way, the blonde policeman, she's in World War Z.
Oh, cool. Oh, I meant, what kind of vehicle was she in? Good to know the other stuff, though. Oh, we got another insurgency happening.
Love this guy. Such a level-headed guy.
Better than last season.
as no one walks away. Oh, except for him. Interesting.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, I wonder if Ed's could be alone. Nope.
Nope.
He's got the curly hairs and the Asian woman.
Very forward thinking of you there, Jake.
I did descriptive, like
we don't know the name.
Oh look. Oh, he's got curly hair too.
I like this. We can keep Jonathan. This is good.
Y'all be quiet. Yeah, it's not funny. Damn it.
It's kind of funny. I've been spending all this time making these jokes for nobody. Now I've got an audience.
By the way, there's such a stark difference between his face makeup and his bald cap in this scene and the last one. In this scene, it's seamless.
Yes.
And in the last scene, it was like so obvious.
I feel like they were like, we got to do a scene with you and the governor. Come here.
Yeah.
Go.
Exactly.
Mm.
I think I got something.
Oh yeah, classic Ed.
Go make a problem.
I saw her character and I'm like, I instantly know how I'm going to think about her.
Yep.
That's right. I forgot. Kurgan's the one doing the space elevator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, right.
Yet another Russian we're not supposed to like.
Welcome to America-centric television.
Ruh-roh. Would you like to change your statement?
Yeah, you're tipping your hand there.
I'm going to share my Google Doc with you. All right, I'm going to delete it. Sorry.
Thomas, our guest, was just leaving. What a great, evil way to get rid of her.
Well, that dude just looks like he's going to murder someone.
Right. But like I feel like he should have been wearing like some more stuff to make it more obvious. Like made him a guard or something.
Armor.
Yeah, right. Like it does.
He's just
could have worked.
Good Lord, I thought that was Danny when it panned around.
Hmm.
Okay, so we don't hate that guy completely, just most.
I was about to say, I love that they gave us a little something to not really despise him.
I'm gonna guess either she's got really great genetics or dyes her hair, because Leah looks rough, and she looks like she's in her early 40s.
I seem to remember she was younger already. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Also, I'm sure she probably dyes her hair.
Or if cannot either. That's different. Like, yeah, maybe you're right. You mentioned a combat scene, sir, and we are 9 minutes from the end of this episode.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Are we really? Wow.
Yeah.
It's a short episode.
Zooming by.
Yep.
Jonathan's like, here it comes. Rovergate.
I've been trying that.
Well, you can hear that from the music.
Yeah. He looks like an older Malcolm Reed, especially with that uniform.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? What did I miss?
Oh, she's like, where's what's his name? And she's like, they're already loading the rover, and she's like, oh no.
I don't floss. I have teeth.
Nothing like the prisoner to tell you your craft is not doing something right.
Mm-hmm. It shows such character on his part that he would be concerned about them.
Is that Ed? Well, that's Ed. And Randall Curley. Listen, I don't know their names. There are none. Ha. Ed is a bastard. Doota, doota.
No, I don't think he's in there.
Ed?
No.
Is that Ed? Ed Baldwin?
No, the other Ed.
So his plan was, let's abduct the prisoner and 2 guards. What the hell?
Except for she might.
Except for, yeah, she might. Where do
you are now leaving Happy Valley.
MPS, Mars Positioning System.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. You should have cuffed him first.
You just shoot him? That's not a good idea.
Yeah, in a pressurized vehicle, you idiot.
He's obviously not thinking clearly.
Well,
unless it was like a rubber bullet or something.
No, it bored a hole right in that coat. Oh, look, a conveniently placed. The way that nose went up, I thought it was just going to go right up the hopper. I was like, what is happening?
That would have been cool.
Oh, no, he like straight up shot the guy.
Oh, crap. Their pilot can't fly.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to say this now. If this is actually how Ed dies by trying to pilot, perfect ending to the character.
I love he smacks him back.
Oh, he smacked him back.
That was great.
That was such a great moment. Oh my God.
Yes.
There's that action music.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And they're darker in color.
I know. I love that. It's like so clearly obvious. Oh, that's the bad guys.
It's like, oh, they have eyes.
How will we ever know who the bad guys were?
Yep. Makes it easier to differentiate them.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. I might really enjoy this too much if he dies here. I have not liked Ed as a character since he started yelling at Karen in season 1.
Oh man.
Sorry, you don't do that and earn my trust back. And then he just made terrible choices for the rest of the series.
Oh. Are they going to the North Korean base? Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
Yep. Ha! Yeah, let's wipe
on the pants. Mm-hmm.
Because in one of the year-long things, they talked about the fact that the Koreans had taken over an abandoned outpost. Wow, they've got a lot built.
Yeah, they do. Yep. Oh, please tell me he like crashes into the Korean base.
Come on, man.
Am I like hitting this right on the head? Because I'm all for that. Boom, international incident. Spearheaded by Ed Baldwin again. I wonder why.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't care.
What's ISIN?
ISN. I saw.
Sounds like a news network.
I forgot what it stands for. They mentioned it earlier.
I'm pretty certain ISN in Babylon.
Oh, if they shoot him or something, I'm going to be so upset if they try to take him down.
Go, doofus.
You made up that ground fast.
No kidding. 33% gravity.
And he, ladies and gentlemen, are Ian.
So he's just dead. Is that what it is? Just
No.
So this is their fate. I wanted death. Come on.
See, I want him to live for the whole 6 seasons, and he truly is the main character of the series, and that's why I think they're not going to actually kill him yet. Because they really don't have anyone else. They don't have
technical advisors, Michael and Denise Akuda.
All right, guys, that is episode 2, season 5, the hard 6. I just wanted to die.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Listen,
you want my favorite kid.
He has made such a string of terrible, abhorrent, bad, selfish decisions.
I don't care. He's a protagonist. I really connect with him. I feel the pain that he has about them taking away things from pilots and them not respecting what they did, and how he feels like every time he accomplishes something, it's kind of taken away from him in some way. I mean,
that's because the motherfucker breaks the rules to accomplish it. So yeah, it's taken away from him. Like if I speed to get to something on time, and I get a ticket for it, I deserve said ticket. If I use AI to write my term paper, I deserve not.
I know.
Have a good grade.
But it's Ed.
Yeah, exactly. It's Ed. Okay. Well, anyways, John, give me your thoughts on the episode.
I really enjoyed that we got into a little bit more of some of the meat of the characters that we already know. Last episode was an interesting, and I was talking with my wife about this. Last episode was a very interesting intro to the season because, for the most part, it really didn't see anybody who had been in previous seasons much. But we saw Lita for a few moments, and we saw her go to the prison. But we didn't see Dev. We didn't see any of the secondary characters who hadn't been on Mars already. Which is understandable, though, because that's the whole thing is we've got this season and next season. I believe they just recently said that next season is going to be it.
Yep.
And so but this season and next season is the transition to a whole new crew because of age of the characters at this point. There are going to be fewer ones around. So it was a nice way to introduce them, but getting Dev back into it this episode and seeing a little bit more I kind of liked how it went. And it certainly gave us a little bit more tension than we had before.
Yeah. I think the only two OG left are Margot and Ed.
Well, Danielle is alive, and I believe in the trailer she has like a brief, I don't know how much we're going to see her this season, but we saw a brief image of her in the trailer. So I think we'll probably see her again, but it's just those three. They're the only season 1 characters remaining.
And I almost I count her as a season 1 character, but I don't count her. Those two are the only two that have been it from episode
1. Yeah.
That's it's something.
That's why I'm even more convinced that I mean maybe something will happen to Margot.
You know what?
And maybe something will happen to Danielle. But
Danielle didn't show up until episode 3 in season 1.
Yeah, right.
So
that's right. So it really is from episode 1. It's just Ed and Margot left.
Ed and Margot at this point.
And that's why I'm still very confident he's not going to end up being dead. They're going to work. He's episode 3. They're going to be like, oh, he's in a coma or something.
Yeah, I
going
definitely
to the final season with none of our heroes remaining, it's going to be a bold choice.
It would have to be, it's going to be him, wheeling out in a wheelchair and or something.
He'll be on a ventilator, like.
Could be.
I'm gonna do this over here and like go fuck something up in a mech suit or something. That would be like. Ed's gonna be in like a Gundam next season, like invading Titan or something. I don't know, y'all. It's just, I get there's a lot of Ed lovers out there, but I'm good with him being gone. Jonathan, rewatch. What is your thoughts on the episode overall?
I liked it. I like the way they're doing the mystery this season. It's working real well. Having I always forget her name, the blonde police officer being our detective, and I like having Ed is just looking out for his friend, and you have the others there who are concerned, but they're not exactly on the same page, and so you've got all these moving pieces that are all connected. But we haven't like put together everything and haven't seen. But we at this point we trust they're gonna do a solid like 7, 8, 9 episodes of build up, and then we're gonna get the 10th episode that's just massive payoff. And so far they're laying that groundwork here. They're doing a great job. Surprisingly, no Margot at all in this episode.
Yeah,
there was barely any Earth. There was like one scene at the very beginning where Alita's talking to that crew, and that's it on Earth. And I feel like I felt they were missing. Like it felt a little bit too Mars centric. So I'm hoping that in episode 3 we'll
I felt that for last season and this one too. So I just went in to Google and said, "Hey, is Ed Baldwin going to be in the final season?" It says it doesn't. He is a central character in season 5, But his survival is uncertain now in his 80s. He's suffering from terminal cancer due to radiation exposure and experiences severe health issues. He is unlikely to survive to the end of the final season. It says, note, the show's creator has teased that they might find a way to keep Ed alive through extreme measures, such as transferring his consciousness, given the show's focus on technological leaps.
Let this man die.
Yes, I love this. Like, make him into
and your kid.
No,
Go ahead, Jonathan. Sorry.
Oh, I love that. I mean, I fear if they go too sci-fi, they'll lose the crowd. Like they're just approaching the level by doing the stuff looking for life on Titan. They're just approaching where the super hard sci-fi people are about to check out. Because there is like a fandom here that loves this because of how realistic it is. And so if they do the consciousness transfer, they would absolutely lose that part of the fandom.
That would lose it.
That's why I don't think they're going to do. I think he probably is doing that kind of tongue in cheek. I don't think that they actually plan to have Ed.
I think see him in a hospital bed. Yeah. Like they put him in a hospital bed with a room overlooking something, and they and he's on a ventilator, and maybe he passes just at the end of the last episode. They could find some way to do that.
Yeah, and I can also. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I can also see them doing something where they use technology or science to say, hey, because of these technology advancements or whatever, we now have a cure to cancer. Because part of the argument of this show is that because we do the space race and continue it, there's new scientific developments. What if the realization in this season is that if we had continued the space race back in the 60s, by now we would have cured cancer?
I mean, they had electric vehicles in the early 80s, in like 79, 80. They had email, they had video phones. So it stands to reason. If you're looking at them technologically being sort of the same, but also at about a 20-year difference from us, you could definitely, there could be some, or just something that allows him to stay alive in some way, some artificial lungs or something that would be.
So there's two pathways that this show in its future can take and represent. And those two pathways, I'm going to categorize them as either the Expanse or the United Federation of Planets, because there's two styles of sci-fi there. There's the egalitarian utopia where we have work post scarcity, everyone benefits from the whole, and then there's Delta Lauda and all that stuff.
Right.
This is very much leaning toward the Expanse. It can go back the other direction, but they're leaning into the capitalism of it, the corporatization of space. We're still warring nations at this point. I don't know if we go the route of the health and technical stuff. I mean, there is that argument that from the jump, it's been, we have made these, VidMail and, all these advancements that would have happened had we continued on the space race. I don't think we go the Star Trek-y route, because of the nature of these characters and the motivations here. I think it's almost locked in.
I think that it's trying to do a middle path. They've not done NASA this season, really, but I do think that the way that they've set up the series has been this optimistic sense, and this season they're diverging a little bit. But I think that they're leaving there's just enough optimism. Like all of Dev's ideas for his city, Maru, even though that's coming from a private company, they're still developing it the way that like that kind of optimistic, look at what we can do, look at the potential, and it doesn't have that gritty practicality of business necessarily. And so I think they're trying not to go full Expanse or full Star Trek. I think they're trying to make a middle ground.
Yeah, I think not Ed. I think Dev has the best interests of humanity at heart. I think his ego gets in the way. And I think his company, because they mentioned this last episode, his company's public. and he doesn't really have full control over that anymore. And I think that gets in the way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, it was what I was going to say a minute ago is I could see a scenario where, he goes through this episode battling cancer, or whatever, and they get like a treatment that prolongs his life. And we go through, like, maybe we check in once with him at the beginning of next season, and then we go through whatever it is, maybe the first humans on Titan or whatever.
Right.
And the last episode is that moment, and he dies watching it.
I could see that happen. Yeah, I could see them doing that realm. I don't know if he's going to be in every episode of next season, but I would feel confident he's going to be in it in some capacity.
Yeah, somehow they'll wheel him out for the last thing.
If they do a kind of send off like that, I need some kind of like celebratory montage of all these moments at the end of next season, because there have been some truly epic moments. As much as I can't stand the damn character, he's done some ridiculously awesome things. So yeah,
I would agree with that. I don't know who else do you want to see come back that we haven't seen for a while?
Peanut. Y'all remember Peanut?
I do, but I don't remember why I do.
His name, I had it here in front of me a minute ago. He's the guy who's kind of a heavyset guy, who's kind of in the background a lot of season 1. Takes a lot more prominence in season 2. I think he jumps.
Yes, the Peanut.
He gets paralyzed.
Bill
Strausser.
Bill Strausser, yeah.
And he was awesome. He was only in one episode last season. I think last season, because what's her face goes to visit him.
Yep.
And we find out he got crippled by the building rubble falling on him.
Yep.
I'd like to see him, but I think he wasn't in great health in that season, so I don't know if we will. But
yeah.
What about you, John?
We've gotten a snippet of her in the the news stuff, but President Ellen Wilson, I would love to see her again.
I'm really surprised they haven't kept up with her. Like, they haven't mentioned her at all.
They showed that she wrote a book post presidency in this, and obviously she's still alive. And to me, I wonder if maybe it's because the actress is going on, because she was in Ted Lasso season 3 and she's in other projects as well.
She's in the Pit too.
She's in the Pit. I would be interested if they could bring her back. If it was, they said, "Hey, we need someone to go clean up whatever," and they end up sending her.
President of Mars.
President of Mars, whatever the role is. I would love to see her come back in an administrative role and be like, I moved past the scandal, and I'm going to come back with this and check back with her 20 years later. They haven't done this where we haven't had an example in this series where you have a main character from a season that leaves for like an entire season or two and then comes back as a regular. You have them come back for an episode or something. Yeah, we haven't had a character
back, but it was brief.
It was brief. And we've never had like that. All right, I was gone for several seasons. I'm coming back as a main cast.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to do that with her, but that's my pick.
Yeah.
That would be pretty epic, though.
We're just getting into the longevity of the show where it has that capability, and she would be the one.
Yeah.
I could see her coming back to like broker a deal. Mars and Earth. That would be cool. Like a former
especially with the president being her former vice president. That dynamic would be fantastic.
Did she get a second term?
She did. So I went back. So I rewatched. So in my prep for this season, I rewatched seasons 1 through 3 and got a little bit busy, so I couldn't rewatch all of season 4. But I rewatched the recap on season 4.
Yeah.
Just to refresh my memory. And in the recap of season 4, they mention how she earned a second term with HW as her VP instead. So Bragg was not on the ticket with her the second time, and so she wins the re-election. And then Gore,
I saw something about Bragg had only ended up getting one, and he had been dropped.
Yeah, and then HW runs against Gore, and Gore wins in what was it, 2000 or something, and it's supposed to be.
2000.
They're like, all right, we're gonna make sure Gore wins this. And that's why the last season it was Gore was the president.
As somebody that went to sleep that Tuesday night thinking that Gore had won and waking up Wednesday morning to find out he didn't, and vividly remembering that. Yeah. Oh,
and it's especially funny that they have him go against that Bush, just not the same Bush.
Just not the same one. That's fantastic.
Oh man, that's too funny.
I will say it threw me just a little bit at the beginning when they were showing the news clips that they are using AI now to instead of just changing the voice and letting the lips just not be quite in sync with what he's saying. If you notice, like Gore, when he was giving his concession speech, it was a little uncanny valley kind of esque because his lips all of a sudden were saying the right thing but didn't look right. So I mean, it was interesting that they were doing that, but whereas in previous seasons they didn't even really try. They either cut away the camera before the lips got to that part, or they would just leave it and just not have it line up exactly.
I'm just saying, we're at the point now where we're in modern times. Grab the person, throw some de-aging on them, and let them do a scene.
That's a good point, yeah. Like I'm sure Gore would be up for this type of thing.
Well, I don't know if he'd be up for giving a fake concession speech.
No, but I think he's the type that he believes in the ideals of the show.
Yes. 100%.
And so he's the type that if they said, hey, it's kind of like, I mean, heck, they got Rush Limbaugh to play himself in Family Guy, where they're making fun of him. Like, if they could get him to do that, they could get Gore to do this.
Well, and I could see next season, they probably could get a few more people to do that type of thing, because it would be lined up since the season's going to be within a year or two of current times. So
well, and we've had several people throughout. I think Anderson Cooper was on one of the things last season, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
Somebody, or maybe it's not Anderson Cooper. It's some dude with silver hair. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Anderson. That was 20 years ago. Who was it? I don't know. It was some news guys, and there was a news lady on this week that I recognized from either Fox or CNN. But it's one of the ones that don't matter. Anyways, I'm looking at it for all mankind, the wiki. I'm looking at the wiki, y'all.
Yeah.
And in 92, she beat Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
And then in 96, it says Ellen Wilson surprisingly wins re-election.
Right. Yeah. Because it was an underdog. Like everyone thinks she's supposed to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly.
Well, wasn't that when it came out that she was gay?
Yeah, she was gay. Yeah. In season
it says right here.
It's season in the first term.
Ellen Wilson is sworn in for her second term. At her inauguration, Pam Horton is at her side. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. So I told you guys before we started shooting, I got my partners started watching For All Mankind. We got to like episode 4, and they're in the outpost, and Pam, the bartender, is tending, and he immediately goes, "She's a lesbian. She's a lesbian with one of the astronauts." And I went, "Well, you're not supposed to know that because the world's not supposed to know yet. But be patient." So,
wow.
Yeah, So, guys, final thoughts before we roll out of here. I thought this episode was a great second half. I wish they'd have gone 5 more minutes to let it die. But, you know, that's my own personal feelings, and I understand it's not the direction of the show. I think it does set it up for some really great stuff going forward.
Don't worry, Jonathan. He very rarely goes back on any of this.
Listen.
He did it for Star Trek Prodigy, but that's about the only time.
That was different, and you know it. Because let me tell you, that's a different show. I could.
He hated the show at first,
and then watched it.
Oh, it was
and loved that whole first season. And then we did reactions to the second season, and like episode 2, that signal comes through, and I'm like, I think this is XYZ. And 3 episodes later, XYZ showed up, and I was like, I know my stuff.
Yeah, it took him to the second half of the first season to really be like, oh, well, this isn't quite as horrible now. And then by the end of the season, he was like, okay, I'm all in. So,
but that's a problem. Like, you got to hook people nowadays with those first few episodes.
Well, that is a problem, because it used to be that you could get a year or two of a show to find your footing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to grow a beard. Yep. Nope. Unless something comes out
get a
now,
Riker beard.
It's a Stranger Things or a House of Cards, or that's a terrible example.
Ooh,
Stranger Things or a Ted Lasso. They don't green.
You were going to try to do the Artemis 2. Did you want to try to find that?
Grab that?
And that one you should be more than able to share with our audience.
All right. While I'm pulling this up, Jonathan, final thoughts on this episode.
I liked it. It's a solid episode. It was really short. It flew by the second time.
Yeah.
John,
I was going to say.
Not finding it.
Okay. Let's find it here. Let's see.
I agree. So you said that this episode made you like what's his face more now. Was it the kid or the business owner guy, or was it both?
Oh, both, but particularly the kid, because you see Ed, like the kid wanting to step up and seeing the importance of him stepping up, and Ed just like smacks him down, and you empathize with the kid more. And also, it's what I assume is going to happen is that the girl is clearly a rebel, and she's doing all the spray paint, the free Mars stuff. And what's inevitably going to happen is the boy's going to do something heroic, and that's what's going to make the girl notice him, and then that's going to start their inevitable kind of romance. That's going to happen. It's clearly setting that up.
Nice.
Oh my God, it's on Instagram. From NASA. Hang on, I'm going to send it to you.
By the way, you are frozen for us.
Me?
No, John is.
No, me, because I went off screen.
Because he went off screen, yeah.
Gotcha.
You sent it in on Facebook?
Yeah. No, and Instagram. Open up Instagram and it will.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
While I'm doing this, sir, why don't you give me your final thoughts?
Again, I'm back in. Last episode, it felt so different with it being so Marsy, and not having. And I Jonathan had said earlier something about the fact that they didn't really show as much of Earth, and I gotta agree. I want to see a little bit more. I want to know what's going on with NASA at this point. So far, all we've had in these last two episodes are really Dev and Helios, and not much of anything else. And I mean, chances are at this point, if NASA is still a thing, they could have gone the way Real World went, where it looked like NASA was going to go into the to kind of abandon all this and let private sector do it. And that may be what's happened, is that NASA doesn't really exist. I know they've got the whole M7, now M6, but is there still a NASA, and what are they up to? Are they maybe one of the groups that's looking to go out to Titan at this point? I would have enjoyed it if they had done Europa instead of Titan, only because I'm a fan of Arthur C. Clarke and the 2000 saga, 2001, 2010.
That you say that, because I felt that they're following more of Ben Bova, who did the Grand Tour, and he wrote books about Mars and about Titan, and
interesting.
So it's kind of interesting that they're following that. So I'm yes,
I need to read him a little bit more. I didn't know him as much. I remember my dad having books of his growing up, but I never read quite as much on that. And it's funny, we started talking about Ed, and I remember when 2061 came out. And at that point, I had seen 2010 in the movie theater and had read the novel. I was in high school. And I remember being so flipped out that book starts with Haywood Floyd being in a orbital hospital that he has lived in for years, and that Dr. Chandra had died on the way back. And it was like all of these monumental things, but that was my thought, was seeing Ed in a hospital bed somewhere in some orbital facility now. But
that would be cool.
But yeah, that was a big thing. Although Titan was in Arthur C. Clarke too. I think they both, they went to Titan and Europa. So I think, pretty sure. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that tracks along with some of the sci-fi novelists. So
I'm going to pull this up, and I hope it works. I will tell you that I'm going to share system audio with it, which means that this may make you guys echo. I don't know. We'll see. Here we go.
What do you mean? Mean.
All right.
Oh, this is delightful.
Oh, this is great.
Gravity indicator.
Ha!
We were doing scenes from bad 80s sitcom when they introduced the cast of characters, so that's why we all did those, and we are cracking up here.
Oh, that's
Nice.
That's delightful.
That is so awesome. I love it.
That's cool.
I do have to say, you'll have to pull this up later, but back in mid 2025, someone made this skit where they took that and like introducing the characters from Full House, and they're like introducing Trump's cabinet, and it's Marco Rubio as the Secretary of State, and Marco Rubio as the archivist, and Marco Rubio as the National Security Advisor,
And as the czar of Venezuela, and
oh, I love that.
All right, folks. Great. So that has been our thoughts and reactions to episode 2, season 5 of For All Mankind, The Hard Six. I have feelings about it. They've had feelings too. You've heard us talk about it enough. You can find me and John here at the Nerd Network, and Jonathan Koan over at his YouTube channel, Jonathan Koan.
And Jonathan, thank you for being here this week, by the way. It's been an excellent addition having you here. Not that I dislike having Jake here, but you know.
Let's see how it is. I'm the discount now. Hey, look, I got a replacement John if you ever. Anyways,
now.
We'll see you all next week with episode 3, Home. Have a good night. Live long. Stay nerdy, y'all. Hey, thanks for trying this video out here on the Nerd Network. Be sure to check out these shows over here on the right. Some are coming soon. Some are happening right now. Our brands over here on the left, if you're a fan of one of the big major franchises. And check out the videos below. Be sure to hit that subscribe, ring that bell for our next pieces of content. And we will see you right back here for your next video. Stay nerdy, y'all.